Hi, I'm Kathy Mills from Short Film Edits, and I'm here with Shay Dinneen for an interview today. How are you?
Hey, good. Nice to meet you guys. How you doing?
You too. Can I just get you to introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey guys, my name is Shay Dinneen. I'm here with Kathy doing an interview.
Yes, your first interview, I just learned.
Yeah.
Is that
Yep, first
exciting?
interview. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime. Okay, I have some questions.
hmm
You've starred in 11 verticals so far just this year. I think it's
hmm
11. Yep. Which one did you enjoy most and why?
I think that my all-time favorite has to be Keys to My Heart. It was just a blast working with that whole team. That's Snow Story Productions. They're so fun to work with. It also included lots of learning original music on guitar and just working with Mag Bush was also so fun. So there was a lot of different things that made it a great experience, but I would have to say that's number one for sure.
I really enjoyed that one. That's one of my top
Oh,
three
good.
verticals ever made. So
Oh, thank you. Thanks so
yeah, no,
much.
and Meg is prob in the top three of my favorite actresses. I can't pinpoint my favorite because I would never do that, but she's up there. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So
Oh, she's great to work with. She's hilarious, actually.
and
She's
super
so fun.
sweet. She's very, very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Um, all right. Do you prefer working in shorter or longer projects and why?
Well, I think that working on longer projects, relative to vertical productions, for sure. Um, Having a little bit more time is always nice. Um, it's also pretty common to be paid by the day, so
Yeah.
longer project
The
means
longer
more
the
work.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's as an actor, it is good to be working. So, yeah, there's a few reasons why. But it's pretty rare that we have extra time, as you probably know from
Yeah.
maybe previous interviews. We shoot really, really fast, so
Yeah.
any extra time is welcome.
What's the longest vertical you've ever shot?
I think it was 14 days that we were shooting, but it was like 120 pages, I think. So,
Wow.
or maybe no, it was a lot of pages. I forget. I think it was more than 120 pages, but
Yeah.
I forget the title. They're kind of a blur because, you know, maybe 11 projects that were this year, but I think I've done a lot more, especially as just like
Okay.
some of the smaller roles.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think the 11 projects was been just in 2025. So you've done a lot
okay,
more
gotcha.
than that. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
But
it's
you've
been
done a lot
3 years.
this year so far.
Yeah, I'm super grateful to be working. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's good. What genre or character types are you eager to explore next?
I definitely want to get more into the Western style. I want to ride
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
I want to be a cowboy. Um, I also grew up riding dirt bikes and motorcycles,
Yep.
so I would really love to get into more of that. Also, I've never seen any kind of extreme sports really. I'd
No.
love to get into surfing. That's what I do. I live by the beach. So I'd love to do a surfing one, and I grew up
Yeah.
snowboarding, so I'd love to do snowboarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot to explore there. Yeah, I grew up way up in the mountains, so I'd love to do just anything more nature oriented. I know that it's basically three archetypes right now. There's the billionaire and the
Yeah.
uh, CEO and the werewolf, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's athletes, but yeah, I'd love to get into
They're
more
not very
nature.
common compared to your three normal genres.
Right. Even those, yeah, even those athletes are just kind of emerging.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that actually brings me to my next question.
Mm.
If you could star in a vertical that you would class as the perfect storyline for you, what would it be?
Well, I'm actually writing one right now.
Oh.
Even that isn't really a perfect storyline for me. It's
Mhm.
more catered to the nature of this uh, these platforms.
Yeah.
But that one is kind of hard to answer. I mean, perfect for me, I think would kind of go back to what I was just saying, where um, I'm very like nature oriented, and I
Yeah.
would really like to do, or at least I grew up that way. I mean, I've been in LA now for uh, 9 years, so I kind of I live in the city now, but yeah, I grew up way up in the mountains in Idaho, so it would be really cool to do something out there. I mean, it would be sick to do like a survival storyline too. That would be
Yeah.
so rad because yeah, I grew up way out in the mountains, so I'd love to do that. But um,
Like a rescue type one, or just
I don't even know a movie I can compare it to. There's I'm pretty bad with movie titles, but yeah, just like some kind of I've honestly never thought about this, so I'm like just
it's got you
now
thinking
I
now, though, hasn't it?
I have no idea. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I think anything that could be told out in nature would be cool for sure. I think that anything, I mean, honestly, it would be really cool to do a like a wildland firefighter
Yeah.
storyline. 'Cause I used to work in the Forest Service, so we would work with the Idaho City Hot Shots, and those guys are really gnarly,
Yeah.
and I would love to do something like that or like a Colorado Hot Shots story. I would just hope that we did the story justice. That would kind of be my only concern with that. It might be, I
Yeah,
don't
if
know.
you're gonna do it, you want to do it right.
Yeah, you want to do that right.
Yeah.
That's when I would have a lot of, respect for, for those guys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to botch that and make it super vertical. But
No, well, if you ever write that one, you just got to make sure that you pick the right director and producer for
yeah,
it.
yeah, I'll make sure the budget's there for, and the writing's there to make it
Yeah,
good. But that would be
absolutely.
cool. That would be
That would be
legend.
very cool.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that would be that would be awesome.
And now you want to write one, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I'm struggling to stay focused on the one I'm writing right now, but I've got the concept. I'm gonna shoot like a proof of concept pretty soon for that. I've got a really awesome director and yeah, that's gonna be super cool. It's gonna be kind of it's a balance where some things like part of the addictiveness of the genres that are working really well is the fact that they sometimes don't make sense or that the acting is in a specific way. I used to think it was
Mhm.
bad acting, then I learned it's just very specific acting,
Yeah.
and it's actually not that easy to do if
No.
it's not your natural tendency. Um, so yeah, it's definitely not really. It's a little bit more of a mainstream like feature film type
Okay.
writing so far. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to adapt it to meet in the
Well, I
middle.
believe you can do it.
Thanks.
Um, okay, I've never asked this question, but it's been one that I've been meaning to ask. Does social media and viewer feedback play a role in how you approach or reflect your characters?
Um, for me, I really just tried to like basically this media is a director's media. So I really tried to just put all my trust in the director
Yeah.
for these verticals. So like plays are the actor's media and this kind of TV film movie soap is more of a director's media
Yeah.
and then you know sitcom and TV is more of a writer's media. So this is kind of I put a lot of trust in the director and a lot of the formats that we're working with and the platforms that we're working with aren't based here. That a lot of them are based overseas, which is everybody knows. So they're very specific and some things don't translate. So I just really tried to um, just put my opinions aside and trust, So realistically, as far as social media goes, I just kind of use it for fun more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. No, that's good. Have you ever wanted to change anything in a vertical that you've expressed?
Every time.
Yeah.
There's always, I mean, and it's not like I want to change something that can't be changed, but there's
Yeah.
every single time you get, and that's part of trusting a director is trusting them to receive your ideas or whatever you might
Yeah.
have, some kind of choreography or some kind of delivery or some kind of meaning that you want to convey or whatever it might be, trusting them to hear you out. So I do voice opinions all the time,
Good.
and
Good.
it becomes a really fun collaborative process. But ultimately, I always am not. I'm never put down if my idea doesn't, make the cut. So it's a collaborative process, and that's
Yeah.
the most fun way to do it for sure.
I know that some are a lot stricter than others, and some want them like word for word and things like that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they really are kind of brilliant with making this super addictive content, and like it's almost reminiscent of like sitcom, like network sitcom. It's almost mathematical the way they
oh,
write.
yeah.
That's why you call that the writer's medium is sitcom is very specific, and there's, you can do technical analysis and break it down into, comedic threes or strategically placed reversals, and these actors that have mastered that are very well aware of it, and it's pretty impressive when you get
Yeah.
technical stuff.
Oh,
So
that's
this is
cool.
another. This is reminiscent of that. It's just in
Yeah.
like a very different, very different way, but it's interesting to learn about, and it's interesting to witness the way it's working.
No, that's good. I mean, I've always wanted to go on set one day and just see how everything works. That's been like one
Yeah,
thing that I've really wanted to do. I mean, I've never tried to act before and I don't think I should, but I just want to go there
yeah,
and
you could.
see
It's
how
fun.
everything works.
You'll be surprised to find out it's really not that hard. And that's partly because I'm putting so much trust in the director. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can do it.
Did you
Anybody.
have much acting experience in like theater or anything before jumping in here?
Nope, I've done construction all my life. I started
Okay.
doing masonry with my dad when I was a kid, and then I did go to school through ninth grade through 12th, so high school. But
Yeah.
before that, I was pretty much homeschooled and did masonry. And then when I was 18, I left masonry, came to LA and started doing electrical, worked for Boeing, Raytheon, SpaceX. Left there, went into software engineering, um, also went back to some of the intelligence and defense companies and did like water chemistry for Raytheon. Then I went to like real estate development, and then I got a job on a movie. I got a role in a movie just kind of by chance. And then somebody on set was visiting, and they were like, "Hey man, do you have abs? I need to cast this movie right away." I was like,
Mhm.
"Okay, yeah, let's do it." So I hit up my roommate, and he was like, the guy was like, "Do you know anybody else with abs? Like anybody with abs, just call him up." I was like, "Okay, bet." Me and my
Yeah.
roommates, and now Seth is blowing up. His name's Seth Dean. He did
Yeah.
a bunch of verticals, and so
Yeah.
I called him and was like, "Hey, dude, you want to do this like uh thing?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we talked to the directors, and they were like, "Okay, just go and watch 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight." And we were like, "What?" So like
Hmm.
we watched them and we were like, "Okay, what the heck?" And that script, I want to say we shot for like 12 days, and that script was like 180 pages. So
Wow.
we showed up on set and we were like, "What the heck is going on?" And I was just like one of the side characters, and Seth was the lead character.
Yeah.
So uh poor guy. He just either I was just like, "Sorry, dude, I had no idea."
You
But
did a good
I
job
mean it
anyway.
turned
You
out to
both
be,
did.
yeah, yeah, it turned out to be a good thing. I mean, it's given us both a lot of work, and we've been so grateful. So yeah, it's pretty interesting though, to go from where I was 4 years ago to now.
Yeah.
Super unexpected.
So what was the process of casting you in that first one? Did you apply for it or did it just fall into your
No, I
lap?
was no, I was at my other friend's movie premiere. It was Shazam 2, and he was and we were all, after watching the premiere, we went to the after party, and this producer there was like, "Hey man, I want to put you in a movie." And I was like, "Cool, you got it." And I believe him, but he was legit, so
Yeah,
ended up like a year later, he hit me up and was like, "Hey man, table read this Friday." I was like, "Oh my gosh."
that's
So I went
cool.
and did that. Yeah, so that still hasn't come out yet, but
No, looking forward
one
to
day,
it. Hopefully it
yeah,
does.
one
I know
day.
some of these never
Well,
see, I know some verticals never see the light of
yeah,
day. So,
yeah. So we'll see. That's a feature film called Bird's Eye. It's about
oh, I saw that on your IMDb account.
so that's basically a story about COVID-19 and a
Yep.
guy who just kind of explores the world with his drone and
Hmm.
sees something he shouldn't have. And I won't give away too
Yeah.
much, but yeah, things go sideways and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I
So,
read the little script about it on IMDb and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So,
yeah, it's a really cool idea. So I'm excited to see what they did with it. So
yeah.
it's been a long time coming, so I'm excited to see that.
When
But
was that
yeah,
one
that's
filmed?
that was filmed about 3 years ago, almost two and
Oh,
a half years.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, come
so
on. We want to see it.
yeah, yeah, it's due time. So we'll see. Hopefully it does well.